What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. With that being said, let's get into it. So Jaime Munguia put on a show tonight. Absolutely destroy John Ryder, a guy who recently fought for Canelo Alvarez, and he was able to go the distance with Canelo Alvarez. Jaime Munguia, he went in there swinging from the rip. He wasn't in there to play any games with John Ryder. He said going into the fight, he was trying to outdo Canelo Alvarez. He was trying to knock out John Ryder. You know, a lot of people didn't believe him because his previous fights, he looked bad against low-level competition, and some people believe he got robbed against... Well, he didn't get robbed. He robbed Sergey Derevyanchenko. But Sergey Derevyanchenko has been in a lot of close fights in the sport of boxing. So I'm not surprised he was in a close fight with Jaime Munguia. He was in a close fight with Gennady Golovkin. He was in a close fight with Daniel Jacobs. The only guy he wasn't really in a close fight with was Jamal Charlo. But anyway... Jaime Munguia, he dropped John Ryder multiple times, and he was just up big on the card. And in the 9th round, John Ryder's trainers, they seen enough. They did the right thing. They stopped the fight. They threw in the towel because that referee was gonna let that fight continue. I guess that referee probably seen a couple of 20 weeks fights, and the fans was there to see his show, and if he was going to stop this fight, the fans wasn't going to be happy. So the referee was willing to let John Ryder take as much punishment as possible, and it looked like John Ryder was going to ride this fight out until the 12th round because he kept getting up. He kept getting dropped, and he just kept getting up. And it looked like this referee was going to let him continue until he was out cold on his back or on his face. You know, I mean, it is what it is. My thing is, I don't know why people believe Canelo Alvarez is such a big puncher. Or like, what fight tells the boxing public that Canelo Alvarez is such a big puncher? Like, which fight is it? Point me to it. The Sergey Kovalev fight? Kovalev was way past his prime and would look weight drained and dehydrated. You know, and he didn't even look... Honestly, guys, I don't like to talk about fixed fight, but that fight with Canelo Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev being way past his prime or not, that fight looks so fixed in my opinion. I'm not going to even sit here and sugarcoat it. I can't even talk about being past his prime. That fight looks super fixed. Even the way Kovalev was throwing his jabs... Yeah, go watch Kovalev versus, what's his name he fought before Canelo Alvarez. Kovalev fought Anthony Yarde. Go watch Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde fight. And then go watch Kovalev versus Canelo Alvarez. Anthony Yarde, who was a much bigger fighter, stronger. Kovalev wasn't throwing as hard as he was against, what's his name? Canelo Alvarez, but he was going off on Anthony Yarde. Yeah, it's just suspicious, bro. It's just suspicious. It just didn't look right. I mean, but it is what it is. I still want to know why people, every time Canelo Alvarez is fighting, people say, Canelo by knockout, Canelo by knockout. How? Canelo just couldn't knock out a freaking... Let me paint this picture for y'all. If this was any other fighter, you people would be going off. Canelo just went the distance with Jamal Charlo, a guy who moved up 2 weight classes, coming off a hand injury. Not just moving up 2 weight classes, coming off a hand injury, and also... he was out of the ring for almost 2 years. That's a recipe for disaster. Not just coming off a hand injury, moving up 2 weight classes out of inactivity too. And Canelo went the distance with Charlo. So my thing to the boxing fans that try to overrate Canelo Alvarez and say he's such a devastating puncher, anybody he fights, they claim Canelo by knockout. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? You guys got to come back to reality. Jaime Munguia, literally, and I mean literally, just moved up in weight. He's only fought at 168 for 2 fights. He was just fighting at 160. He moved up in weight in 2023, June 2023, June 10th, 2023, he fought Sergey Derevyanchenko. That was his first fight at 168. This is his second fight at 168. Canelo is not a natural 168-pound fighter. You guys got to understand that. He's fighting these bigger dudes. Why do y'all keep saying Canelo by knockout? He's not knocking out these bigger guys. Do you guys not understand that? Y'all overrate Canelo Alvarez. This guy just moved up from 160. His second fight at 160, he knocks out a guy who went 12 rounds with the undisputed pound-for-pound king at 168, Canelo Alvarez. That should tell you a lot, that Canelo isn't as big puncher as you guys make him out to be. And I just hope people come back to reality when they predict these fights. Because all I see online, Canelo by knockout. And I'll be so freaking confused when I'm reading these comments. Anybody Canelo fight, they say Canelo by knockout. You people are going to continue to lose a lot of money in the sport of boxing if that's your way of thinking. Just look at the facts. The facts ain't going to lie to you. Don't just talk on your own understanding and your own emotional belief and attachment for Canelo Alvarez. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about Canelo. I want to give Jaime Munguia his credit. Jaime Munguia went in there and he did what he had to do. He stopped John Ryder. Did what Canelo Alvarez couldn't do. Who's next for Jaime Munguia? He's now 43-0 with 34 knockouts. Who would you guys like to see Jaime Munguia fight next?